All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today, I'm going to show you how you can achieve a great sounding record like some of your favorite Afrobeat hits with my custom mixing and mastering template. This custom mixing and mastering template comes with vocal presets for your lead vocals, your backup vocals, your hook vocals, and a banging mastering preset, okay? All right, so let's jump into Logic so I can show you the kind of results you can achieve like this, just in seconds. And then after that, I'm going to go over the template and show you how you can navigate this template properly. So what you're about to listen to right now is some amazing raw vocals by Millie May, amazing singer. I'm going to leave his Instagram below so you can check him out. All right, so Millie's raw vocals and a 2-track beat. Right? Tonight. So now let's go ahead and turn on the lead vocal preset. Deactivate bypass, bang, 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 and do the same for the backup as well. Deactivate bypass, bang, 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 turn that on. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and turn on the master preset so we can just hear what we can just get from the get-go, okay? Without even doing any adjustment whatsoever. So let's listen to the song with all the presets activated.
Ooh, make we run away. Whoa, 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 make we run away. Oh baby, whoa, 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 make we run away tonight. Whoa, 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 make we run away. Whoa, 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 make we run away. Oh baby, whoa, 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 make we run away tonight.
So as you can hear, we are getting instant results. That sounds like it's 80% done. And from here, I would go in and just make tiny adjustments here and there to achieve the desired sound that I'm looking for. Again, this is a template. This is not supposed to just take your song from 0 to finished. This is supposed to help you get to the finished process faster because you have the vocal chain set up, you have the mastering chain set up, the bus routing and everything all set up. And all you really have to do from here is make little adjustments to achieve the desired sound that you want. For example, you might not want a lot of reverb in your vocals, and all you have to do is turn down the reverb send. Or you don't want a lot of delay, you turn that down as well. Or maybe you decide, okay, you know what, the vocal sounds too bright for me. Well, you can come to the SSL EQ and turn down the high frequencies. So that being said, I'm going to walk you through this template and just show you how to navigate it properly. Some of you already started buying this template already, which is great, and I hope this video can actually shed some more insight on how to navigate the template. All right, so if we look at the playlist real quick, you can see that I have the session organized in the way I typically like to organize my sessions. We have folders for instrumentals. Let me close that. And then we have folders for the vocals. And when you open the instrumentals, you have a dedicated track for your 2-track beat if you are mixing with the 2-track beat, or you have folders for your drums, for bass, and for melodies. Obviously, you're going to duplicate these tracks to the desired amount of tracks that you need for your drums, bass, as well as your melodies. And for the vocals, we have the hook track, which has already been routed to the hook vocal bus. And then you have the hook backup folders. So let's say you have hooks that have backups. This is exactly where you will put them. Now, these backup tracks have already been routed to a summing bus that has a C6 multiband compressor, doing some compression from 3K to 8K to constantly make sure that these backup vocals will sit below the lead, which is the hook for your hook, right? And that summing bus has now been routed to the hook backup bus with the preset as well. And then if you come down here, you have your lead, which essentially will be your verse, okay? And then you also have the lead backup folder as well. So the same thing with the hook backup. You have all of these individual tracks routed to the summing bus for the lead. And we also have the C6 here doing compression from 3K to 8K to constantly keep that lead backup below the lead vocals. And then you have your ad-lib tracks, which has been routed to the ad-lib bus as well. Again, you would duplicate these tracks as needed. And then down here, you just have the aux folder showing you all the aux track that we are using for this template. And if you wanted to automate any of these effects, you could do them from here. That's why these are placed here as tracks. You could automate any of these, which is great. So let's go to the mixer view and look at some of these presets. So all of the plugins in this template are 99% Waves plugins. I say 99 because we have plugins like the TDR Nova and the Valhalla Supermassive. But these plugins are free plugins, so you're not going to have any problem getting them at all. The TDR Nova is essentially like a free version of the FabFilter Q3. And then the Valhalla Supermassive is the best free reverb you can get out there right now. It's actually quite dope. And then the mastering chain is all Waves plugins. So if you have have Waves plugins, you are good. So let's look at this chain real quick. Let's just look at the lead vocal chain. The very first plugin we have here is the Clarity VX for noise. We have the REQ for resonant frequencies or whistling points. You have a DSR. We have the SSL EV2 channel strip plugin. We have the CLA 76, which is the first compressor here. We have the C6 multiband compressor. We have the CLA 2A, and then we have the DSR. And for the time-based effects, we have our first effect send going to our room reverb, which is the R reverb, and then you have the next send going into our main reverb, which is the H reverb, and then the last send here is going to the H delay for our delay. But if you come to the ad-lib and backup vocal chain, you can see that we have a fourth send here. Now this is going to the chorus bus, which has the doubler for that extra width. That's what's happening there. And then when we look at the ad-lib chain, you can also see that we have a different reverb send here going to the Valhalla Supermassive. You know, that's more or less a bigger reverb sound that you get. And as you can see, I've labeled all of these things down here so you know what is what. And feel free to, you know, change up these things. If you feel like you have a preferred delay or reverb that you like to use, you can just swap these for that. Again, this is just a template to help you get to your finished product faster. And for the mastering chain, the first plugin we have here is the VU meter, again, just to check our levels. And then we have the F6 RTA. Again, this is just picking out resonant frequencies at some very specific points that I think are common for a lot of mixes that I've worked on. And then we have the Potec EQ to add some boost on the low frequency around 60 and some boost on the high frequencies around 16 kilohertz. Again, if you feel like maybe your record has too much bass when you use this preset, all you have to do is come here and turn the boost down. Or if you feel like it has too much highs, you can turn this down, or vice versa, as you need. And then we have the S1 E major. Again, you can increase the width or reduce the width depending on your record. And then we have the SSLG master bus compressor. This, I would say, leave the setting as it is. But if you feel like you're not getting enough compression or you're getting too much compression, I would say adjust the threshold, or just ensure that your level going into the mastering chain does not exceed -6 dB. Just make sure you're not going above 0 dB and you will be fine here. And then we have the Abbey Road saturator. This is set to give your record some nice saturation across the frequency range, actually. And then we have the iron pusher for that last minute polish as well as clipping before we get into the L2 Ultra Maximizer, which is serving as our limiter. Again, if you feel like you have a preferred limiter, you can swap this out. If you feel like you have a preferred clipper, you can swap this out. Again, this is a template. This is supposed to help you get your results faster, but I have done my best to get it to a place where you can start sounding great almost immediately. Like literally. Obviously, this is a Logic Pro mixing and mastering template. I also have my mixing and mastering template for Pro Tools. I don't have for Cubase and any other DAW for you guys that keep asking, but I do have a Studio Verse vocal preset. So if you have Studio Verse and you use Cubase, you can also download my vocal preset and use that in Cubase or any other DAW that you use. So yeah, man, that's it for this one. I hope this benefits anybody that is looking for a template to work with and benefit those that have already bought my template. Okay, so leave a like if you want to and subscribe if you've not, so you can keep up to date with all of my videos. And if you want to book my services for mixing and mastering, I'm going to leave a link below to the engineers page where you can book. And if you like to buy my vocal and mastering preset as well as my mixing and mastering templates, I'm going to leave a link below as well. So that's going to be for now. Shall see you on the next one. Benny Macaulay out.
Whoa, make we run away. Whoa, make we run away. Oh baby, whoa, make we run away tonight. Whoa, make we run away. Whoa, make we run away. Oh baby, whoa, make we run away.